YouTuber Jake Paul launches entrepreneur how-to platform, Financial Freedom Movement. And boy, do I love it. I am going to be defending, of all people, Jake Paul in this video. He's basically saying college was a lie, fire your boss, figure out how to be financially free with today and with the internet. It's easier than ever to do. And you know what? He's completely right. He says college is basically a waste of time and a lie, and it's already, your degree is out of date when you get it. He's right. Surprisingly, who's calling him out and calling it a scam? Mainstream journalists who went to college, are laden with massive debt, and are saying he's offering up a scam. No. I'm not saying Jake Paul has the best advice in the world to give. But if you were to ask me who I should take advice from, the multi-millionaire dude with over 20 million subscribers who basically does whatever he wants, or a college professor who wasn't successful in their field, so now they're teaching at a university, I'm going to go with the rich guy. I'm going to say, hey, rich dude, how'd you get rich? Give me that advice. In fact, I've done this before. I remember seeing this dude in a sports car, super nice. I don't know, it was a McLaren or something. And I said, how did you get that? And he started talking about perseverance in business. And this was a long time ago, but it was kind of like things I already knew. But I was like, it confirmed what I already thought. Just keep working and building and figure it out. Every step, try and improve yourself. Acknowledge your failures. Do better. At the root of any financial trade is just giving, exchanging some kind of value with something. But too many people are told, go to college, get a job at Starbucks, whatever. And that's not necessarily the right path forward. They're lying to you about college. Now, look, if you want to be a scientist and, mess around with viruses or like genetically engineer stuff and create giant creature alien monsters, yeah, go to college. That's where you'll do that stuff. I mean, you can do it in the private sector too, but that's a good place to start because you need an environment that's going to give you the space you need. But if you want to work in music business, if you want to be on social media, if you just want to manage a general business regardless of what it is, school is a huge waste of time. Let's read about Jake Paul. Variety reports, at a rally on Saturday, the content creator, along with influencer friends and around 50 teenage and tween-age fans, some chaperoned by parents, launched the Financial Freedom Movement in partnership with Gen Z Holdings, Inc., a Los Angeles-based brand development group targeted at millennials and Generation Z audiences. Hollywood Sports Park, a multi-use outdoor paintball, soft pellet, and BMX venue in Bellflower, California, in southeast LA County, hosted the event, which Paul had posted about on his Twitter and Instagram accounts the day before, writing that the education system is worthless and that it was teaching kids zero real-life skills for them to secure their own future. Yeah, he's right. Now, apparently, Jake Paul has been on the downtrend. I don't know or care. I don't follow Jake Paul, whatever. But he launched a website that many people said was a scam. His site's called the Financial Freedom Movement. Your terms, dream goals, financial freedom. I'll tell you what. I'm often very skeptical when people offer me this stuff. You see it online all the time, be financially free, be independently wealthy. Just give me $50 and I'll tell you how to do it. Sure. But on his website, I'll give him the credit. He actually does have videos you can watch where they give you some free advice right from the start. And some of it is just okay. They've got a bunch of people with resumes that are fairly decent, probably exaggerated. And I'd be willing to bet Jake Paul is not going to tell you all the actual sneaky, underhanded things that he actually does. And I'm not saying like illegal or unethical. I'm saying there's like industry secrets he probably doesn't want to share. The reality is, though, you've got a YouTube star who actually has become extremely successful and can give you real advice outside of what YouTube really is. And he's telling you school is a scam, and he's right about that. Of course, the media wants to get in on the Jake Paul is just pushing a scam to steal your money. And, sure, look, Jake Paul's running a business. He does just want your money for the most part. But I got to admit, he probably knows a ton of stuff about running a business no one else is going to teach you. Variety says, the online platform, which costs $19.99 a month, will feature curated content from social media influencers and business entrepreneurs, including Paul himself. Ostensibly, it's a how-to guide on how to monetize an online presence, although Paul told Variety it's for anybody who wants insight on how to make money from his, her, their passion. Subscriptions also include weekly group video calls with Paul and guest experts. In the VIP area where Paul and friends gathered, several made signs with Sharpie pens and neon-colored poster paper with various FFMisms. I learned the periodic table, but not how to do my taxes. Not awesome. Pi equals 3.14, but how do I start a renter's lease? School sucks. Start a YouTube channel. Boom. There it is. How come we don't know how to do our taxes? How come school never taught us how to start a business? Do you even know what a C Corp, S Corp, LLC, or any of these things are? You probably don't. Some of you probably do. I had to teach myself everything. School was an outright waste of time. It's one of the reasons why I didn't go to high school either. And guess what? Surprise, surprise, the dude who's got a successful career on YouTube is telling you that, yes, this is all true. You know what they tell you? You know what they say to me when I tell them college is a scam? Don't do it. They say, you're an anomaly, Tim. Very few people can be successful like you. Watch a TED Talk. In it, they say there's only one factor in success, and it's perseverance. As long as you focus and work hard and sacrifice, you can succeed. But they act like it's a special thing that billionaires who dropped out of college make 3 times more money than billionaires with PhDs. They act like it's surprising or it's rare when you see all of these high-profile celebrities who are high school dropouts. Now, look, I grew up skateboarding. I can't count on my hands and toes how many pros there are who quit school and are extremely wealthy. Because let me make one thing clear. There was a saying I heard a long time ago. Let's say you're in school, you're going to college. Why? You need a safety plan. All right. If you don't have the time and energy to commit to what you want, then why should I commit that time to you? If you come to me and say, how do I do it? The first thing I'm going to tell you is drop the fake nonsense. School is not getting you where you need to go. You need to work in the industry. The things I'm developing and learning in my business and the things that Jake Paul knows about how YouTube and social media and marketing works, they're not teaching in college, which means you're going to spend $20 a month on Jake Paul's program and you are going to learn 100 times better than you're going to learn way more cutting edge at, bits of information pertaining to social media than you'll get at anywhere from any college. You have these colleges where people did not succeed. Like, if you're really good at what you do, why are you teaching it at a college? You see, I'm not teaching at a college. I know a bunch of journalists who are teaching at colleges and they make almost no money. There's a reason why successful people aren't doing that. It's because their business is working. So who do you really want to learn from? Somebody who isn't working in the industry or somebody who is? And the other thing too is, look, I don't know what Variety has to say about Jake Paul, because I'm not here to say like he's going to give you the best advice in the world. I'll be honest. I don't know exactly what his plan is, but I'm seeing so many people tweet about how it's a scam. Yeah, maybe. But I seriously think you're getting better advice from an actual YouTuber than you are from some college or some job. And so I've seen it over and over again. They say, Paul dropped out of school after 11th grade, completing his diploma through an online course. I just got the answer from a cheat site and put it in and didn't have to do any work, recalled Paul, whose career includes a stint on Disney channels or whatever. Both Paul and his older brother Logan leveraged their followings on the now defunct video platform Vine into content creation powerhouses, most notably YouTube. Their careers have included a number of controversies. Yeah, we get it. They kind of do whatever they want. He said, I'm not here's what they wrote. Does Paul's anti-establishment rhetoric mean the ethos of the financial freedom movement is staunchly anti-education? No. He said, I'm not anti-anything. I think it's great if somebody wants to be a doctor. I think it's great if somebody wants to be a veterinarian and you have to go to trade school. He added that the program does not have a set curriculum. The word itself evokes a sense of rigidness. But people who sign up will learn how to market themselves, the strategies behind going viral, and practical tips on how to handle business meetings and even roommates, which might not be a set curriculum, but sounds at the very least like an informal syllabus. I'll tell you what, I have seen a ton of these programs where they're like, if you give me a couple bucks, I'll give you advice. It's just general public consulting. Now, businesses will hire consultants to give them advice. That's like a normal thing. Tons of people are consultants. Yet for some reason, when I see stuff like this, they're like, that's clearly a scam. Is it? If you don't have the ability, is it the fault of the person who gave you the advice? The answer is no. But here's what I think ends up happening. There are certainly tons of scammers. I would never pay for someone pay for advice from someone I don't know and has no proven history. I'm certainly not going to take the advice of people who went to college, racked up massive debt, and now are working crappy jobs and they can barely afford to live because, as they say, misery loves company. But here's what ends up happening. So here's my prediction. Jake Paul's going to launch this. He's going to give a bunch of pretty good advice to a lot of people on how to market how to market their brands and build a business on social media. And most of them are going to fail. And when they do, they will claim it was a big scam. But the reality is they just didn't know what they were doing or how to do it. And that's the real problem. Or I should say, more importantly, they didn't have the perseverance. So they enter this program thinking they're going to get a get-rich-quick scheme. They're going to hear all these things, fail, and then they're going to blame it on him. Anyway, I don't. You know what? I'm a staunch kind of anti-college person, so I really wanted to comment on this. I'll leave it there. Stick around. I got one more segment coming up in a few minutes, and I will see you all shortly.